late. Full time, Liam Manning goes to congratulate Stephen Schumacher for our win. That is an easy 3 points for us Greens there. I'd say we pretty much battered them. Revenge is sweet. That's the right word, actually, for that game. Revenge is completely sweet. What's up guys, how we doing? Sorry, I would have kept my hood down, but to be honest, because I look absolutely dreadful, but oh well. To be fair, I have just tried to sleep for most of it, so which hasn't gone quite to plan, but there we go. Guess that's trains for you sometimes, but it's alright, because I'm on the way to Bristol. Got a big game tomorrow at the Memorial Stadium. It's not going to be easy. I know we're top of the league, so I'm really looking forward. Obviously, I'm really confident, but it's a rivalry, isn't it, in a way? Bristol Rovers away. Well, you can say that anyway. Bristol Rovers at home, Bristol Rovers away, but one of them. But oh man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one, regardless, because they may not be anywhere near as good as us in the league this season, but I know it's Bristol Rovers. I know they'll be up for this game no matter what. It's a big game tomorrow. It's not quite the derby. Of course, the derby's against the buggers, Exeter, but it's still a big game regardless. And yeah, hopefully we stay top of the league, and we stay top of the league and with 3 points. Up the Argyle. Right, we've made it to this place. Alright then guys, so we're at wet and windy and rainy Bristol here at the Memorial Stadium. Finally, first time at this ground, so for me, so lovely stuff. I'm joined by Warren, big Bristol Rovers fan. What's the score going to be tomorrow, Warren?
I'm thinking 2-1 to Rovers.
Oh, he's going optimistic. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Confident.
Can't blame you for that, to be fair. I mean, I did watch your game against Cheltenham last week, and I thought you played really well. I'm not going to lie.
On the front foot. Yeah.
But it's back to positive ways now, isn't it? After a bit of a bad run of form.
Exactly.
As a fan of the Greens, I'm obviously confident because we're top of the league, and I have a feeling we will be up next season.
Definitely.
But obviously, there's still a long way to go in League One, of course. But I consider this, well, I wouldn't say one of our main rivalries, but I'd say there is a little bit of a rivalry between the two. And since it's at this ground, I don't think it's going to be as easy as it will be. Yeah. I mean, I will admit I've gone with 2-0 Argyle, but I still think you'll give us a hell of a game. But if we do lose tomorrow, I won't be surprised. But as long as Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday have a bad day, I'm happy. So that's all I can say. But if you win tomorrow, who do you think is going to get on the score sheet against us?
I think Aaron Collins a bag. And then I think Ryan Loft as well. Maybe a tap in for Ryan Loft.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It depends if Cooper can keep them out tomorrow. That's
exactly
the main thing. But yeah, no, just all that and stuff. How did you feel after the Cheltenham game last week?
I felt
big rivalry as well. Yeah, big win as well.
I felt very confident. I think I would have been even more confident if we kept the gas going in the second half, but we just laid off it a bit and let them get back into the game a tiny bit. But
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Where did you have Rovers to finish this season? At the start of the season,
I think I said 11th. So
that's near me, because I had you guys 10th, because I really highly rated your transfer window.
Yeah.
And people were saying to me, oh, why have you put Rovers 10th? I was like, there's going to be a surprise of the season, boys. And I've gone with Rovers as the surprise of the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had you guys 10th, but hadn't quite gone that way so far. But obviously it's still a long season away. But do you think for now you'll definitely be in League One next season at least?
100%.
Yeah,
100%,
no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going down as it stands?
Well, at the moment, the teams I've watched, I think Cambridge were
Oh,
dreadful.
okay.
When we played them here,
I mean, they were dreadful here, I agree, but
And
I'm shell-shocked to gone with them going down, because
Yeah.
in some games I've seen in the season, I thought they played amazingly, but
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, though. Again, it just shows League One is tight.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
I've gone-
Cambridge, MK Dons, and Cheltenham as well. I think they were.
I've gone Forest Green, Morecambe and Burton
True,
so
yeah.
far as it stands, but
I think
I think it'll be a tight season for
Definitely.
sure. And after that miserable weather and horrible train journeys, very busy, I was crowded, as well as that I fell asleep and I nearly went all the way to Cornwall. I have made it back to Plymouth. So yeah, maybe as a day, it wasn't the most successful of days. Went to the ground to see what it was about and stuff. I went to speak to a Bristol Rovers fan. I was hoping to speak to more than one fan, to be honest, but I mean, we got the one fan, which is the main thing. But yeah, really after my Bristol trip now for the day, we're just roll on to tomorrow, and hopefully us boys in green get the 3 points up the Argyle. Hello everybody, and welcome to another match reaction. Obviously bit different to the MK Dons one, because obviously there's bits before this match reaction in this episode. It's different because obviously I went to Bristol itself to get a bit of a preview of this West Country clash in general, but also because unfortunately this was an away game I was meant to go to this season, Bristol Rovers away. Unfortunately, I was in that ticket fiasco, which meant I couldn't go. But oh well, it is what it is. I went to the club anyway, just have a mooch around and get that interview with Warren earlier, didn't I? So yeah, it doesn't matter anyway though, because it's still a day out in Bristol, no matter what. But yeah, basically, here we are then. It's Plymouth Argyle taking on Bristol Rovers away for match day 15 of 46. So about 8 games away now, and then we're in the halfway point of the season. But yeah, it's Bristol Rovers versus Plymouth Argyle. Let's see how this ended out. I'll read you the lineups first before I have a look at this match, of course, though. Let's see if we had any changes from the MK results. That very clinical 4-1 win for us boys in green. So we got one change from the back. Galloway comes in for Butcher as Cooper, Longwick and Wilson keep their spots. It's the same midfield four of Mumba, Edwards, Randall and Houghton from MK, and the same front three, Whitaker, Azaz and Niall Ennis up front. Bristol Rovers are playing Belshaw, Hull, Gordon, Gibson, Thomas, Evans, Rosita, Finley, Collins, Anderson and Loft. With a certain... Oh, okay. I was going to say, a certain John Marquis is not on the bench for the Gas. Matt Butcher drops to the bench for Argyle, and he's alongside Hardy, Connor Grant, Burton Crask, Jenkins Davis, and Ed Worthy. So let's see how this pans out. So for a second game in a row, we are wearing our third kit. Bristol Rovers, obviously, in blue and white. It's the second closest team to us in League One, behind Exeter, of course, to get to the Memorial. Both teams on top form right now. Argyle have been unbeaten since that Forest Green result. Won every single game since then, apart from the Pompey game, which drew 2-2. Bristol Rovers also been on unbeaten good form. They've just beaten Cheltenham in a fellow West Country clash. Cambridge they beat at home as well. They beat Cheltenham away. And Argyle will want to get confident with this, because Sheffield Wednesday drew with Lincoln. Ipswich did win against Derby, the big clash last Friday night, which means Argyle have got to win this to basically keep the gap at the top of the table to what it was. It's an Argyle corner. Edwards is in the middle. Here's Randall. Randall has a shoot. It's way off target, much to the delight of the Bristol Rovers fans. And now Argyle have won the ball back from Bristol Rovers. Yeah, why was he looking for a free kick there? Number 17 for Bristol Rovers. He literally fell down himself there. I want to look at that again. Gibson for the gas. Let's have a look at that again. Man literally fell down himself. How was he looking for a foul there? That would have been ridiculous. Thank God the referee did nothing about that. Here's Finazaz. Argyle win the ball back. Mumba's taking them on. Go on, take them on. Oh, that's a good... Oh my God, what a goal! What a goal from Finazaz! That's a belter! Come on! 1-0 Argyle here at the Memorial Stadium. Let's have a look at that again. I have not seen a better goal from Argyle this season. That is phenomenal from Finazaz. He was my man of the match for the MK Dons performance, and he's already scored here against Bristol Rovers. As we hear our amazing fans in the background. 1-0 Argyle. What? Oh my God, though. Cooper's made a phenomenal save, though, because Rovers nearly equalised immediately. Honestly, I didn't think that was going in, but that's a sub-strike from Finazaz. Oh my God, yeah. That was some shot there from Collins, though, for Rovers. Cooper's made a phenomenal save there, yet again, as we all know. That ball flew perfectly into Collins there for Rovers. Cooper's made yet another important save, and why, once again, he is the best keeper in League One. Wilson tries to clear. "16 minutes in, and Cooper makes an important save. Rovers nearly equalised. Where is our defence, man? Wilson's not even there. Longwick's tried his best to close in on Collins. Now Rovers have a free kick. I still can't believe I got Morecambe Barnsley right. I said it'd be 1-0 Morecambe. Rovers really are pressurising us, aren't they? This is a bit worrying for us, even though we're 1-0 up. But here's Joe Edwards. Take him on. Go on. Is it Azaz again? No, not quite. Rovers have blocked it. But now Whittaker, who can't bring it down. Gordon wins the ball from Whittaker. What a ball, though, from Galloway to get into Edwards. Yeah, and Azaz couldn't quite get what he wanted, a second goal. Here's Ballymumba. Azaz and Ennis. Can Ennis make it too? He went for it, but Rovers have blocked him. And Randall's gone for a shot. And it's another belter. Oh my God. That's amazing. Rovers doing everything they can to pressurise us. But Randall's just done what Finn Azaz has done. Gone for an absolute belter. And he scores an absolute belter. Come on. 2-0 to Plymouth. That first touch from Adam Randall. No chance for Belshaw, the Bristol Rovers keeper. 2-0. Oh my God. Rovers have given us a hard time so far, but we're now going into the second half. Oh God. And as soon as I say that, Rovers score. But we go into the second half. With being 2-0 up. But we've just scored 2 amazing goals. Which is why we're 2-0 up. But here's Rovers now. Here's Collins. Rovers have got one back. Have they actually? You're joking me. Belshaw. Let me look at this again. Belshaw. Here's Collins. It's 2-1. It's Coburn, sorry, not Loft, but... Oh my God, when I said Bristol Rovers were giving us a hard game during this game... Boy, they gave us a hard game. They've got one back. Cooper couldn't keep it out. Oh man. I just want to look at that again. Coburn's come on for Rovers. Yeah. Coburn beat Wilson. And squeezes the ball past Cooper. The Pirates have got a goal back. Oh, we need to wake up. We're 2-1 up, but we need to wake up. Here's Rovers again. This is Loft. Cooper saved it. Nearly 2-2. Collins made a superb cross to find Rossiter. And Cooper's saved it again. What the hell are we doing? Rovers have been phenomenal this second half. Here's Collins. And Loft. Oh my God. Another Bristol Rovers chance. It is. It is all Bristol Rovers start of the second half. What on earth am I watching here? Mumba. Oh, and Randall and Wilson make a mess of that. Here's Rovers again. Here's Collins. That's what a goal. Oh my God. Bottom right corner and they're level. Oh my God, the Pirates are level. Oh my days. It's 2-2. This could be our first drop point since Pompey. Over a month away. Oh, over a month ago, sorry. It's a gas corner. Cooper saved it again. Oh my God, they are all over us this second half. I think this could be seen as a disappointing day at the office for us Pilgrims. Cooper's made some save there to deny Rovers taking the lead. That's it. Oh boy. Ipswich have closed the gap. Ipswich have closed the gap. Superb start. They gave us a hard time in the first half as well, but we made a superb start with those 2 goals from Penzance and Adam Randall. 2 wonderful goals. Rovers were unbelievable that second half. All I'm going to say is that, here's the results here actually, is that, all I'm going to say is that thank God it was just a point we got instead of a defeat. It could have been a lot worse. It genuinely could have been a lot worse. Honestly. So, yeah. To be fair, we were going to drop points some point. I just didn't know when. But what I will give Bristol Rovers, annoyingly, is that I knew they were going to be up for this game. If I'm going to be honest, I knew they were going to be up for this game. It just didn't quite end the way we'd hoped anyway, did it? But yeah, we've dropped 2 points today. However, at least we drew away and not at home. If this was a home draw, I would have been really annoyed. Really annoyed. So, we have to bounce back. Simple as that. Our next game's Shrewsbury at home before we play the annoying cousins on Halloween at home in the Devon derby. We've got Shrewsbury at home next. We've got to bounce back. We have got to bounce back at home, especially that we're pretty much a fortress at home at the moment. But we have to bounce back because Bristol Rovers gave us a really hard time. A really hard time. And they've got themselves a good point. And that's moved Rovers up to 13th in the league. A point behind both Wycombe and Derby. Let's have a look at the rest of the results, actually. So, Ipswich beat Derby 1-0. Ipswich beat Derby 1-0, which means Ipswich have closed the gap to us now by 2 points. Again, though, like I've said before, if we finish second this season, I'll be delighted because second's automatic promotion anyway. But there's a bit more competition now again because Ipswich have closed the gap with that huge Portman Road win over Derby. What saves our weekend is that Sheffield Wednesday also dropped points. They drew 1-1 away to Lincoln, who have been on top form at the moment, Lincoln. Which means Sheffield Wednesday are 5 points behind us. Port Vale beat Cambridge 1-0. Another defeat for Cambridge, which puts them 18th in the league. Obviously, we drew 2-2 with Bristol Rovers. Morecambe, the surprise result was Morecambe beating Barnsley 1-0. And that has moved Morecambe off the foot of the table. That now goes to MK Dons. MK Dons lost to Wycombe in the Buckinghamshire derby 1-0. Portsmouth bounced back this weekend with a 1-0 win at Forest Green. Charlton get their first away win of the season with a 1-0 win at Shrewsbury. Peterborough beat Oxford away 2-1. And Oxford had Matt Taylor, one of their best players, sent off. Bolton beat Accrington Stanley 3-2. Burton beat Cheltenham 1-0. But even though this weekend could have been a lot worse, the most annoying result of the weekend, apart from Ipswich's win, of course, is by far seeing Exeter beat Fleetwood by 2-1, which means that puts the annoying cousins, the Grecians, up to 8th in the table. So Exeter beat Fleetwood 2-1 in their first home win in quite a while. So this is how the table stands now. Bottom is MK Dons with 10 points. 23rd is Morecambe with 11. 22nd is Forest Green with 12, with a minus 18 goal difference. 21st is Burton with 12, with a minus 12 goal difference. That's your bottom 4. 20th is Cheltenham on 14, minus 8 goal difference. 19th is Oxford, 14, minus 2 goal difference. 18th is Cambridge, 16 points, minus 11 goal difference. 17th is Accrington Stanley, 16 points, minus 6 goal difference. 16th is Fleetwood, 16 points, minus 1 goal difference. 15th is Lincoln, 18 points. 14th is Port Vale, 19 points, minus 4 goal difference. 13th is Bristol Rovers, 19 points, minus 2 goal difference. 12th is Wickham, 20 points, plus 1 goal difference. 11th is Derby, 20 points, plus 3 goal difference. 10th is Shrewsbury, 21 points, minus 1 goal difference. 9th is Barnsley, 21 points, plus 4 goal difference. 8th is Exeter, 21 points, plus 5 goal difference. 7th is Charlton, 22 points. 6th is Bolton, 24 points. 5th is Portsmouth, 25 points, plus 8 goal difference. 4th is Peterborough, 25 points, plus 10 goal difference. Third is Sheffield Wednesday, 30 points. Second is Ipswich, 33 points. And despite the disappointing result at Bristol Rovers, top of the league, Plymouth Argyle are still top of the league. First place, 35 points, 15 games played. Despite that draw, let's get back to winning ways and keep this work up if we want to be promoted this season. So, Ipswich easily had the best weekend out of the title contenders. It's a 2-point gap. It's a 2-point gap now between Plymouth and Ipswich. We've got Shrewsbury at home tomorrow night. We've got Shrewsbury at home on Tuesday night. Ipswich are playing Port Vale away. Actually, let's go through and see who everyone's got. So on Tuesday night, it will be Wickham versus Cambridge, Derby versus Exeter, which I really hope Derby win. Not just for obvious reasons, because it's Exeter, but second of all, so we could go up to Exeter fans saying Pride Park isn't for everyone. Charlton versus MK Dons, us versus Shrewsbury, Peterborough versus Accrington Stanley, Portsmouth versus Oxford, Fleetwood versus Forest Green, Bolton versus Burton, Cheltenham versus Morecambe, Port Vale versus Ipswich, Barnsley versus Lincoln, and Sheffield Wednesday versus Bristol Rovers. So yeah, that is the end of my reaction. Not the best result against Bristol Rovers, but hopefully, touch wood, we can bounce back against Shrewsbury on Tuesday night. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you soon. Cheerio.